Welcome back to my channel, friends. If you like the tips and tutorials, please help me out by giving me a thumbs up and clicking subscribe. Also ding that bell to notify you when I upload a new video to the channel. It takes but just a moment, which is far less time than it takes to send our blood, sweat, and tears up to the Sky Daddy. Now let's get into the video. Just start this off from scratch. And we are descending down to our fiery death. And they're gonna tell you a whole bunch of stuff, but you can read this at your leisure. It's going to show that you build miners, linked with conveyors, harvest resources, and all that kind of stuff. Here we go. All right, so for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to be starting in the northern forests. It is a good place to start, even for beginners. The only challenge that you're going to find is they don't have as much room and space to build outwards like the first two beginner areas, the rocky desert or the grassy plains. However, in the northern forests, you have a lot more materials at your disposal, so you don't really need to build as many miners. Okay, the moment that you step out, basically you are now in the map world. And the first thing you want to do is you want to deconstruct your dropship. And it says, welcome to planet Massage 2AB. And we're going to skip this. All right. So we're going to get, you press F to get to your dismantle mode, and then you just dismantle your dropship. Now we're going to take a little walk. We're not going to start right around here. As we go, we're going to be pressing E, to pick up absolutely everything. All the grass, all the wood, all the leaves, absolutely everything. This will come in handy for when we want to start building our first beginning power plants. Now, wood is going to be a better source of fuel than grass. Correction, leaves. So just make sure you pick up a bunch of that stuff first as well. Oh, so we are going to hit Q. That's going to show us our tabs. Right now we only have the build menu. So in the special we have the hub, and in production we have the craft bench. And then we hit O to open up the codex. And that's going to allow us to basically show us our basic beginner stuff. Next, they're going to want you to equip your Xeno Zapper. It's going to be your only means of defense. So we are going to hit the tab to open up our inventory, and we're going to throw our Xeno Zapper in our hands. And then next it wants us to familiarize ourselves with the resource scanner. So the resource scanner, you press V, and it's gonna, everything that you can scan for is gonna be shown up on this wheel. Right now we can only scan for iron, so we're only gonna scan for iron. And there should be some iron directly in front of us, because that is where we are going. We got to get down from here. Let me see. Here we go. So, if you fall, you take damage. But as you can see, you can actually take a little bit of damage and still survive. Just gonna put stuff off right here. And then jump over, and I miss, and I hit another ledge. All right. No big deal. Just collect more stuff as we go. And then if you hold down the shift key, you can sprint. This right here is a copper node. As you can see, it's a copper pure node. That is going to be very useful. And then over here, we have our starting area. So, we have a hog. Okay, so these hogs like to charge. So what we're gonna do, they're gonna, basically you just wanna stay on the side of them. So as they run around you, you just basically play do-si-do. You strike them, and you just keep on getting on the side of them. And as long as you kind of do this little do-si-do act, you can kill them pretty easily, and they may or may not hit you a couple times. These ones aren't that good. Now, there's other hogs you do not want to play that game. They will destroy you. All right, so first things first. We want to pick up, we want to build our map. So we're going to hit Q, go into our craft menu, and we are going to select the hub, and we are going to build our hub. Now, the area to the left, you can see where your little drop ship is there on the left. And then on the right, you're going to have some biomass generators. Well, we want to move our hub over here, and we want to put our biomass generators kind of on the left-hand side. And then here we go. This is our bare bones basic hub. So we're going to come in here. Scratch this. Okay, so the first thing is the onboarding. So we're going to go to Hub Upgrade 1. All right. So this is going to give us our equipment workshop, our portable miner inventory slots. So we're going to select that. And it says that it needs 10 iron rods. You can see it right up here, 10 iron rods. So this right here is our craft bench, and it shows 10 iron rods. For each iron rod, we need 1 iron ingot. So we go up here to iron ingot. For each iron ingot, we need 1 iron ore. So now we got to go get some iron ore. Before you can put a miner on any of these, you have to take off the cap. These ones are capped. So we're just going to start mining this right here by hand. Hand mining sucks. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to put it that way. It just is the worst. And I hate doing it, but it's got to be done. So we're going to go over here. We're going to take all the caps off. And we've got 4 iron nodes over here, which is an immense amount of ore, especially because they're all pure nodes. See, they're all pure nodes. Pure nodes give the most resources out, and you don't ever run out. So once you put a miner on here, you don't ever have to worry about anything running out. It'll just keep on producing resources as long as there's something to mine out of it. So let's take all these caps off, and now you can see that we've got down in the left-hand side, it said that we had 96 iron ore. So what we're going to do, we're going to go turn all of those into ingots, and then we are going to smelt what we need in order to start making stuff. Now you come in here, if you hold with the left mouse button and you hold it down, you can craft individual items. Now if you hold the space bar, it will automatically craft. And it'll just keep going until you either run out of materials or you either hit the left mouse button or the space bar again. So we're just going to go ahead and craft all these into ingots. Okay, now all of our iron ore is into iron ingots. So sort that out. Now it says that we need 10 iron rods. So let's go ahead and let's craft ourselves 10 iron rods. So now we're going to hit the space bar and craft ourselves 10 iron rods. You come over here to the hub terminal, and this is where you're going to deposit all your resources for whatever upgrade you're doing. All right. So we are going to hold the shift key and we're going to click, and that'll automatically deposit it in there. Otherwise, you'd have to grab it and manually drag it over. So upgrade the hub. Yes, sir. And now, as you see, we've got some framework for our hub. And it shows that we've got new buildings and new stuff. So now we got our building workshop, portable miners, 3 more inventory slots here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to open up this storage, and we're going to throw in all the stuff that we don't need. So that way all we got is our iron ingots, and that's it. Okay, so now we need to see what is our next objective. Hub upgrade 2. The reward is going to be smelter, power line, copper ingots, wire, cable, and we can scan for the copper ore. We're going to select that, and it says we need 10 iron plates and 20 more iron rods. So we already have enough ingots. Let's go ahead and craft ourselves our plates. And our rods. And then we can just very easily hold the shift key, drop it in, and upgrade. Now our hub is starting to look more complete. All right, now it says that we have the biomass burner, and we now have the ability to scan for copper. So if we hold V, you'll see that now we have copper and iron. And so that's going to show us all of our iron nodes. And then it'll show us that we have 2 copper nodes. Right there. So we got 2 copper nodes. Both of them are pure, by the way. And then there's some more stuff with it. All right, so now we need hub upgrade number 3. So for this, we need 20 iron plates, 20 iron rods, and 20 wire. So now we're going to need to get some more. Iron ore. So for now, see, we got smelters, craft bench, equipment workshop, and power line. But we do not have any of our portable generators. Wait, yes we do. We have our generator right here. So this is our biomass burner. Now, as you can see, it produces 20 megawatts. What we want is we will, in order to do anything with that, we're going to need some wire and some cable. So in order to do that, we have to start getting some copper. So we're going to go take the top off this copper node. We're going to handcraft ourselves some cable and stuff. All right, so that should be enough. 50 should be enough to get us going. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to craft ourselves an equipment shed. So we press Q, go into production, equipment workshop, right? So you see that the equipment workshop requires 6 plates and 4 rods. So let's get that first. So we're going to go and we're going to get 6 plates, and we're going to get 4 rods. Then whenever you want to build something, you go into your Q menu, you select the item you want to build, and then you'll get a little hologram. And the hologram will show you, and if you press your mouse wheel, you can drag it around, turn it however you like it to line it up to be exactly where you want it. We're just going to set this down for right now. Now, in the equipment workshop, this is where you actually build equipment. Equipment is stuff that you can either equip or put in your hands, or is used by the stuff that you put in your hands. Now, we want some portable miners because I hate handcrafting or hand mining. So what we're going to do is we are going to craft ourselves some portable miners. We're going to need 2 plates and 4 rods for each one. So let's go ahead, and we should have enough for 10 plates. So let's get ourselves 10 plates. And then we need 20 rods. There we go. Now, we're going to need a lot more iron than copper. So what we'll do is we'll make all 5 of these guys, and then we will put 4 on the iron node and 1 on the copper node, just to get started. All right, so you come over here and you hit tab to open up your inventory. And then we're going to select a portable miner in our hand. Now, wherever it says press E to start mining, you can go ahead and place it. And then all you got to do is left click, and there's your portable miner. So we're going to do that 3 more times. Now, if it says open portable miner, you can't put another one there. However, you turn to either side, and when it says press E to start mining, you can just drag and drop. And by holding shift, you can just click and it'll put it into any open spot in your inventory. And we're going to want to run over here. And we want to do the same thing with this. So we're going to hold shift, put the portable miner in our hands, and then we're going to drop that down. Now they're going to go ahead and mine resources in the background. So that way you don't have to. Let's put that back in our hands. And what we want to do is we want to connect this biomass generator go into the power, can connect it with the power line, right? And what we want to do is we want to build a smelter. Because I hate handcrafting ingots. So, smelter needs 5 iron rods and 8 iron wire. So first things first, let's just go ahead and craft ourselves some copper ingots. Now you see we don't have enough for all 8 iron rods. So let's go ahead and turn all of our ore into wire. Now we're going to do basically half wire, half cable. So in order to craft cable, you need wire. So we're going to turn all of our ingots into wire first of all. Then we'll take half this wire and we will turn it into cable. Oops. Either way. All right, and now you can see that our miners have stopped. Press E, and look what they have. They already have dug up 100 iron ore each. So we're going to take that, and because I hate handcrafting ingots, we need 8 rods, so I need 5 more ingots. There we go. And then we're going to get our 8 rods. We already have enough wire. So what we're going to do is we are going to craft ourselves a smelter. Now, we're going to craft ourselves a smelter. We're going to turn it this direction, and we're just going to pop it down. Now what we need to do is we need to hook that up to power. So we're going to take our power line, and you can see that it requires cable in order to use. So we're going to take our power line. You see how this little electrical node at the top right there, that's got the little lightning bolt symbol. That is where you can connect a power line. You can connect the power line from the generator to the smelter. Now, see the little red flag? That means we don't have power. So what we're going to do is we are going to go grab some of our leaves. We're going to go grab a stack of leaves, and we are going to go throw it into our biomass burner. Now, in the biomass burner, right, it says insert fuel. So that's going to be leaves, wood, solid biomass, or solid biofuel, right? We're going to throw it in. It's going to start producing power. Now, it's producing 20. Now, you see over here, we've got a green flag now, which means that it's operational, but we still have a red flag. Why do we have a red flag? Well, that's because we haven't selected anything yet. So we're going to select iron ingot, and you can see now the flag has changed from red to yellow. Yellow means it isn't operational, it's on standby, because it either has a full output or no input. So as you can see, we have no input, so we're going to throw our 95 iron ore in there, and it's going to start making up a whole bunch of delicious iron ingots. Now, while we do that, let's go grab some more copper. So go ahead and grab that, take it back, and let's go ahead and handcraft ourselves another 20. So that way we can get 20 more wire. Even though, yes, I have some wire, I want to keep that on hand for building. So while that's making us some iron, we're going to make ourselves some copper. And 20 is enough. And that's enough for 40 wire. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn it all into wire, and then we're going to make ourselves a little bit more cable. We'll make ourselves 10 more cable. There we go. 10 more cable. Now, how many ingots do we have? 40. Still not enough. We'll just wait here until all of it's been smelted. Okay, and we're done. So we're going to hold the shift key, we're going to click on that, and it's going to be transferred to our inventory. Now, you see the little recipe in production? Right now we're in the production tab, and we're using the iron ingot recipe. What we're going to do is we're going to go back, we're going to select the copper ingot recipe, and we're going to throw all of our copper ingots in there. So that way it can keep going while we're doing stuff more important. All right, so we have our 20 wire, but now we need 20 rods and 20 plates. So unfortunately, we have to handcraft. So let's get our 20 rods first. And our 20 iron plates. There we go. Now we go over to the hub terminal, and we just hold the shift key and click, click, click. Upgrade the hub? Yes, sir. Boom. Now it's starting to look like a actual facility. Let me turn my speakers on.
Use power poles to expand the power network.
Okay, so now what we can do is we got some new toys. So now we've got a power pole, and what a power pole does is it allows you to make multiple connections to a power line. So we've also got constructors now. So these can automate our stuff. So what do we need for our next objective? Hub upgrade 4. Ooh, more inventory slots. It's going to need a lot more iron plates, cable, and some concrete. So what we're going to do is we're going to select a milestone. Now, we're going to need some more portable miners. So what we want to do is we want to, if you'll remember, we needed 2 iron plates and 4 iron rods for each one. So what we're going to do is we are going to craft and back and we're going to craft ourselves more portable miners. And then don't worry, because your actual building miners will be able to need these, so you'll use them up. So don't feel like you're building stuff that you're not going to ever use again. So what we'll do is we will throw one more of these guys over here. No, you hit tab, throw this in your hand, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put that guy there. We are going to put one more over here for our copper. That guy there. Next, we're gonna, so you've got the iron, or you've seen the iron and you've seen the copper. Let me see. Yep. So here we got limestone, and our limestone node is going to be right up there. Convenient. Okay, this is all done with the copper, so we'll take that out. We'll grab a stack of iron ore, and we will keep this thing running. Oh, we got to change it. So you select the recipe, back to iron, and now that's going to go. Now you see over here, right, the biomass burner, it's going to keep on burning up leaves, but only while you're consuming. So if that's off, it's not going to be burning up any leaves. So you don't have to worry about that. Now we're going to come over here, put our bug zapper back on. And we got to take the top off this as well. Now, limestone is used to make concrete, which is, you're going to be using concrete by the absolute truckloads. So for now, we're just going to put these portable miners here. And we are going to let them go. Okay, so now you see how we've only got one smelter here. Well, there's going to be another smelter right here. So what we want to do is, okay, this is halfway done. I'm just going to go around and collect. Okay, so now we have more leaves, more flowers, and more of that stuff. Okay, so that's enough for now. Let's go ahead and turn our limestone into concrete. All right. So now we've got some concrete. Let's see, how is this guy doing? Oh, we are done. Great job. All right, so for right now, what we're going to do is we are going to dismantle the power line, and we are going to dismantle our smelter. Now you see that we get all of our resources back. So if you want to pick stuff up and move it, you can. No loss of anything. So what we want to do here is we want to place a power pole, and then we want to place another power pole. Now you can either place a separate power pole like this, or if you go in here and you get a power line, connect it to the power pole, and then it will let you drag out a new power line of whichever one you tapped into, because higher level power lines can fit more and more connections. So what we'll do, and as you see, as you stretch it out, it will increase the amount of resources. So you see that you needed more wire and more cable, or just more cable. And that's because the length of the power line. So we're going to do that. Now what we're going to do is we are going to also, you have these little hotkeys down on the bottom here where you can set up in order to be able to just hit the 2 button, and now I've got a power line it already selected. Click on that, connect that up to the biomass burner, and now you come to this power line, and now you can read the output of the generator. You see where it says capacity 20? Well, that means that we now have 20 megawatts of power that is currently available. Production is how much we're producing. Consumption is how much we're consuming. And then max consumption is the total amount of power if everything that we had is on, right? You always want to keep your production, your max consumption under your production, or as close as possible. If your consumption exceeds your production, if your consumption exceeds your capacity, then everything trips offline. And you got to go back and figure out you got to go back and do power management problems. So we are going to put 2 smelters. Wait, oh, that's right. I need some more rods because I use the rods building the power poles. All right. So we need 2 smelters. So we need 2 more rods and then 5 more rods. We need 7 rods. So 10 total. So now what we got is we have a smelter. We're going to hook up a smelter, and then we're going to hook up another smelter right next to it. And then we're going to hit our 2 hotkey, and we're going to do a power line from here and a power line to here. Now both of them are energized. And then what we're going to do is we're going to select one for iron ingots, and we will select the other one for iron ingots. We will run over here. We will grab 2 stacks of ore, and we will throw that down into each one. One here and one here. Now, we still have enough concrete. We still have enough cable. So now let's go ahead and produce out our iron plates to finish this up. Unfortunately, looks like we're gonna have to go back and get a little bit more iron ingots to finish up the last 5 iron plates. All right, and as you can see, we go to our inventory, we have 70 iron plates and we need 75. So we need some more ingots, these delicious little ingots. So we're just gonna grab these 30. And we will go back and handcraft some. Handcrafting is the bane of my existence. We'll craft ourselves a few extra. All right, so go back into the hub, and now shift, left click, left click, left click, upgrade hub. Yes, sir. There we go. Now we've got even more stuff, and still no second biomass builder.
You have unlocked building conveyor belts and pools. Inventory main objective.
Okay, so we got 3 more inventory slots. Hooray. And now, logistics. So now we have conveyor poles and conveyor belts. So the conveyor belts allow you to feed items into other items. So let's go back to our power. And as you can see, right now we have a capacity of 20. We're consuming 8. Our production is 8, and our max consumption is 8. So these will all start changing once we start adding more and more devices to the mix. But for right now, our consumption doesn't exceed our capacity, so we're good. But what we want to do is we want to actually start making stuff. So we are going to start building some constructors. Now, constructors, you can see in the bottom right, requires reinforced iron plates and cable. So we're going to need some more cable and some more, and we're going to need to build some reinforced iron plates. We're getting low. So we are going to come over here, grab 2 more stacks of iron ore, and we're going to feed the machine. And we're going to take out these ingots because we need them. All right, so we're going to go to our craft bench here. Also, if you're out and about, you can easily make another craft bench. So say you need to craft something real quick, you can build a craft bench, works exactly the same. So we are going to make ourselves, let's see, reinforced iron plate. So each reinforced iron plate needs 6 iron plates and 12 screws. Each screw, we get 4 screws for 1 iron rod. So we need 4 of these, so we need 48 screws, and we need 24 iron plates. So let's make our plates first. We're gonna make a few. All right, and now you'll see as we start making the iron rods, it's gonna automatically start producing screws for us, or it's gonna automatically tell us how many screws we can produce. So first, let's make ourselves a bunch. Just because iron rods and iron plates are always good to have on hand because you need them to build almost everything. Now for screws, we only need 48 screws. So we're only going to produce enough for that. And as you can see, the counter starts counting up. So now we click on the reinforced iron plates and we make ourselves 4 reinforced iron plates. Now, we need some more cable as well. So we are going to make ourselves some more wire. Okay, and now we need cable. So let's go ahead and make ourselves some more cable. We'll get ourselves like, I don't know, 40, 45, 50 cable. Let's just see how it works. Yeah, 50 cable is fine. There we go. All right, let's check our machines. Oh, almost out again. Let's grab ourselves some more. We'll throw that in there and we'll take the ingots out. Throw this in there and we'll take the ingots out. And then if you press the right mouse button, it'll automatically split a stack in half. So what we'll do now is we will take a constructor and we'll put a constructor. And what we want is so this right here, this little angle right here, that shows the output. This little triple line, that's the input. So right now these smelters, they have 1 input, 1 output. Constructors also, as you can see, have 1 input, 1 output. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this constructor here, and we're going to put another constructor right next to it. Now, if you hold the control key as you're building, right, you'll see it automatically snaps next to it. And that's what we want to do if we want to line stuff up. Now, we are going to go to our build menu and we will go select the conveyor belt and we will click on the conveyor belt and we will feed one machine into the other machine. Now, these need power. Also, let me see, we're going to select one for iron plates and we will select the other one for iron rods. That way we have to do less handcrafting. But you see the little red flags? That means it has no power. So we want to place down a power pole in the middle. And then we are going to press our hotkey for 2 and we're going to select the power line. We're going to connect both of them to the power pole. So now they're both connected to the power pole. They still don't have power yet, but now we connect this power pole to the other power pole right there, and voila. Now we have it going in, and all of these delicious ingots are getting turned into products. So that way we don't have to do it ourselves. And that is the ideal way. So we want to put some more in there. We want to put some more in there. Just that way we can keep feeding the machine. Now, we're going to take 1 stack of ingots, fully load that. We're going to take another stack of ingots and fully load that. All right, let's go see what is our next objective. So we come in here and hub upgrade 5. We're going to get more inventory slots, storage containers, and a Mark 1 miner. But now we need rods, cable, and more concrete. So, yeah. Well, looks like we need to go get some more concrete. So you hold the shift key, you start. So we're going to come in here and we are going to start crafting our concrete. Now you see that it takes 3, so that's why I set up 3 miners, so it'll come up with an even. Because I don't know about you, but I don't like having an odd number of anything in my. Got the concrete. Now we need, let's see, I think we ran out of, no power. Did we run out of leaves? Yep, all out of leaves. So come over here, we grab another stack of leaves, and this is why it becomes a little frustrating. Leaves burn so fast. But now it's going again. Okay, we are gonna go and we're gonna pull up another one of these guys. And since we don't need any iron plates right now, what we're gonna do is we are going to change our production. So this guy's almost out. So we're going to take these guys out and we are going to change the recipe to be copper ingots. And now we're going to put copper ingots out. Okay, now we're going to take all of our iron ingots and put them in there. Now, this is our iron plate. So we're just going to go ahead and after this construction is over with, we're going to empty this out, empty this out. Now we're going to go up to the recipe tab. We're going to change the recipe. Now we want to produce wire. And then all the stuff over here in this smelter, we'll load this up. So that way it'll keep on producing more rods. We'll take all the rods out so it doesn't, so the output doesn't clog up. Now we're going to come over here and we are going to make some cable. So now we need 50 cable. We have 31. So let's go ahead and make ourselves another, we'll make ourselves up to 60, just in case we need a little extra. There we go. Now, we'll just handcraft the rest of the rods. Okay, so we have 59 rods, we need 75, so let's just go ahead and make ourselves like 50 more rods. That's enough. All right, so shift left click, shift left click, shift left click, and upgrade hub, yes sir. There we go, hub upgrade 5. And now we got our second biomass burner. Awesome.
Congratulations, you have unlocked building miner mark 1, building storage container, hub feature additional biomass burner. Take objective, complete hub upgrade 6. No,
Okay,
there are
so
no notes.
now we need to basically just build more stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to select our milestone. We need 100 rods, 100 plates, 100 wire, and 50 concrete. So now one thing that's going to be nice is we are now we got storage containers. Each storage container costs 10 plates and 10 rods. And what you can do is storage containers have inputs and outputs, just like all the rest of the machines. So we are going to place our storage container there. We're going to place a storage container here. And what we're going to do is we are now going to take our conveyor belt and we're going to link them. So now what this is going to do is it's going to constantly feed. So we've got enough. One stack of copper is going to be plenty. But what we want to do is now we're going to want to feed the machine. So this guy's empty. So what I want to do is I'm going to take all of these now that we have a storage container. And we are going to right click, split one in half, and we're going to put 250 in each. And you'll see that it just flows along. the conveyor. And we're going to put the other 250 in here. Now, what we want to do is we want to select a new recipe. We want to select iron ingots, and then we want to fill up the output. We want to fill up the output because I don't like holding that stuff in my hands. And then what we want to do, we got 50 more ingots. You know what? We're going to empty this out. We will empty this out, and then we're going to select the recipe. We're going to change this back to iron plates. And then for right now, we can just go ahead and make the rest of our wire that we need. Oh, we got the wire, we got the concrete. Let's just go ahead, while we're waiting for them to produce more rods and plates, we'll just go ahead and handcraft this into wire. Okay, let's just take some of these ingots. Just take 50. Now, I'll take all. So what we need to do is we need to craft ourselves some plates because it hasn't been going out. It hasn't. There we go. So we're at 109 and 94. We should have already produced enough rods. So we'll just empty out what we got here, and we will go. And left click, left click, left click. Upgrade, yes please. There we go. And now,
Congratulations, you have unlocked building space elevator.
here is our sky chariot.
Motivational message. Congratulations, you succeeded in every provided task, and the Hazel Pixit Incorporated will thank you for your current and future service.
And there we go.
Additional knowledge. The Hub Terminal has been converted to give access to milestones there to ensure you progress along Pixit approved protocols.
So this is basically the tutorial right here.
Would be aimed at constructing the space elevator, and as such initiating project assembly.
So this is that's basically the tutorial. That shows you how to find your first few resources, get started, load up and power your first few machines, and